Hello, men. This is Man. We are in trouble.
Before we get into it, what's the...
So it is Men's Mental Health Month. I figure we can talk through how everyone's doing. How about this? On our YouTube channel, we can go through our YouTube comments and go through how that guy was like, oh, fucking beta shit. Let's see if I can find it. This guy says, Kevin is the only one who tried to give real direction for the conversation, and you guys dismissed it and started gossiping like teenage girls. Stop making red pill content creators the issue and talk on the middle ground. Women are not saints. They do a lot of shady shit. If they didn't, men wouldn't have anything to complain about. It's constantly shown to us online in real life with zero consequence. The reason everyone is calling you guys betas is because you ignore the facts for female approval. You say red pill guys have confirmation bias but aren't doing the same by ignoring women's flaws in society and only focusing on men's reaction to it. Red pill communities exist because women have zero accountability for the pain they cause, and the guys like you constantly enable it.
That's true. Thank you for listening. Now I want to hear you.
Holy shit.
Yes!
Hey.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh shit, he's got a Grand Seiko.
Damn.
Yo, I
You
can't,
came
I
in
can't
right
stay for long. I'm on a
after.
date.
You're on a date.
I'm
Yo,
on a date.
Yo, you want have her listen in on this podcast?
no, we're trying to get him
no
laid.
way.
No, we're not doing that, bro. Come on.
No, we want him to
Well-
succeed.
What are you guys talking about?
We literally just talked about the comment where the guy said that Mitch is a little beta bitch and that you're the only one in the group actually like trying to take this conversation in the right direction. But mostly just insulting Mitch.
Oh yeah, it's me. I'm the one that's insulted by this. So Kevin, we haven't really started yet because we're trying to figure out how exactly we want the episode to go. So, are you joining us?
No, he says he's on a date. He
For
says he
like
can't stay
3
long.
minutes. She's in the restroom right now, so I got a little free time.
Oh shit,
No. Get out of there, bro. Get out. Focus.
bro! Tell us
Dave,
about your date.
Dave, you're back. We're worried about
I
you.
know.
Are you in love? Are you
No,
in love,
brother.
bro?
Bro, don't do that.
Is she?
I don't know.
Is it good? Is it going well? Is it going well?
It's going great. We just had
That's
dinner at an Italian spot,
Oh, nice.
and I had way too much wine. So
Oh, that's why you're calling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is going on a clip for TikTok right now.
Is my hand blurry?
Hell yeah, bro.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Bro, you're gonna give me
Oh
a
my
seizure,
God.
bro.
Dude, stop it.
Oh, bro.
Stop
bro,
it.
you're gonna start a fire.
Have it easy, bro.
Is that why you spend thousands of dollars at Costco for 40 pounds of lube?
All right, I gotta go. Good luck.
All right.
Have
Hey,
fun,
Wrap
boys.
it. Remember to wrap it.
Bye.
Fucking thank you for your service.
You think I'm kidding? I'm going to cut that. I'm going to splice that whole thing. I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, everybody. This is the Man Or in Trouble podcast, episode 11. I am here with my friends Ed and Dave, and today we're going to be talking about some comments that we have received over the past few weeks from our YouTube and possibly TikTok, and we're going to see how we react to them and respond to them directly.
Dave, glad to have you back.
Thanks.
We are glad to have you back, man. We are. It's been a while. How have you been?
Not too bad. Looking forward to trying to catch
And
up
froze.
with all the 10 episodes that I've missed out. But
There we go. You mean to tell me that you are a guest on this show and you have not listened to the last 10
Yeah,
episodes?
I try to listen when I can, man. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
Don't lie.
Just leave it playing in the background so we can get the counts.
Yeah.
YouTube did not hear that.
Yeah. Put it on the background. Use AI. Make multiple accounts at any given moment, and yeah.
And make your entire battalion listen to it at least
Oh, God.
once.
No, absolutely not. Please don't. Please don't. All right. So, things been going well though.
Yep,
dude?
yep. Yeah,
Overall,
things are going well. Working,
just been working.
very busy. I'll be somewhat overseas in Hawaii for the next couple of months, so I'll try to chip in when I can and contribute to a couple more episodes.
Ooh.
So
Don't tell her where. OPSEC. Not today, Putin. Not today, Xi.
Not today. Not today. Make sure you just put it on single chat. We'll be fine.
He's going to be in Hawaii, North Dakota.
yeah.
The lesser known Hawaii.
North Dakota is basically the Hawaii of the continuous United States.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Spam
Corned beef
grows under trees in North Dakota.
in the original can.
Yes.
What's even in North Dakota?
Uh,
I don't think I've ever been to North Dakota. I heard it was South Canada.
Yeah. They got King Kamehameha on the
yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
That's South Dakota. Never
Isn't
mind.
that South Dakota?
It doesn't matter. We're trying to throw them off their game.
You're right. You're right. All right. We're going to move on from there. So the first comment is from YouTube. And I told this guy to come online. Let's have this conversation, but he hasn't responded yet. So we'll see if he'll respond after we read out his comments. So bottom line, this is what he said. Kevin is the only one who tried to give real direction in the conversation, and you guys dismissed it and started gossiping like teenage girls. Stop making red pill content creators the issue and talk on the middle ground. Women are not saints. They do a lot of shady stuff. If they didn't, men wouldn't have anything to complain about. It's constantly shown to us online and in real life with zero consequences. The reason everyone is calling you betas is because you ignore these facts for female approval. You say red pill guys have confirmation bias, but aren't you doing the same by ignoring women's flaws in society and only focusing on men's reaction to it? Red pill communities exist because women have zero accountability for the pain they cause, and guys like you constantly enable it. Well, thank you for the comment, and I think this is something we should talk about. Don't you guys think?
Are women accountable?
Well, I guess for the first part, I honestly thought we were trying to find some middle ground, but I guess according to him, we are not in that case. But I thought from our vast differences in social kind of, all of us that have been on the podcast have very different backgrounds and very different current stages of life. And so I think we have pretty different perspectives on things. I think personally, we're just not yelling at each other. So we probably sound like we're all on the same page. But I know for a fact that you, Kevin, Ed, Kevin, you guys have very different opinions from, I think, what I have sometimes. But we have a conversation about it. So I think maybe it doesn't sound like we're doing a middle ground. But
Well,
what are your
let's
thoughts on
start by me asking you, do you agree or disagree with the commenter?
that I'm a beta? Absolutely. 100%.
All right. There you go. Glad we figured that one out.
I don't like the term alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, or anything like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me because
Well, we can tear that apart at another time and focus on the origin of alpha, beta, and all that bullshit. But
sure.
Do you agree with his premise that we're beating around the bush? Do you agree with his premise that women, or that his view that women are not held accountable? And that's the root of, and that women are also no saints, and that's the root of the red pill movement in a way.
I don't think all women are saints at all whatsoever. 100% not. I do think women are held accountable. I do think, though, it is not seen all the time. And depending on the woman, depending on that sphere of influence that they are in, it might not be seen to the outside, from the outside view, that they are being held accountable. But I guess it also depends on what you define as accountability. This is a difficult one because I get that it is perceived that women are not held accountable currently to some guys. And I think that is what's causing a lot of pain in their perspective of things.
Why do you think they would have that perspective? What would lead a man to perceive that women are held accountable?
Because there are many instances that, like, I have seen firsthand where women are abused, women are harassed, women are not given the same possibilities that some other guys do have. And this is in jobs, in society in general. And when a guy is tried to be held accountable for his actions, they are not. There's not enough evidence. From a legal perspective, there's not enough evidence to prosecute. There's always something that enables the guy to get away with some things. So
Well, we could
I don't
talk
see the
about
flip
instances
side.
when we could talk about instances where like women get away with it too. I mean,
Sure. I think
I can equally so I feel like you're going into the R and SA territory to
Sure.
not, get censored by algorithms or whatever.
Sure.
I feel like one of the bigger issues with that is how quickly things are reported and the ability with which evidence can be gathered
Yeah.
after reporting. The emotional, psychological impact that having to report that has on the victim, which often leads them to not immediately seek the correct avenues to report it. There's and
So-
none of it's an excuse, but it's just to me it's more of the mechanism is broken more than men inherently getting away with it.
Yes.
Like,
No.
men are getting away with it because of quote unquote patriarchy. It's the system we have in place to help these women isn't optimal, or it's just not great.
Yes, I agree. And okay, this guy is saying we don't talk on the middle ground. Well, if we want to talk on middle ground,
Well, I think we talk on the middle ground. I disagree with him on that one.
I think we talk middle ground too. I agree. Not all women are saints, just like all men are not saints.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we give me examples of what you believe to be times women aren't held accountable?
Are not held accountable?
Do you want me to give you an example first?
No. Are you saying that that are not held accountable?
Okay. So let's say, correct, not.
Right. So you are going to give us an instance, right?
Correct.
Of what you perceive or what you think other guys perceive when women are not held accountable for their actions during certain things.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, you have the perception of the mediocre parent, to start with one. It is more socially acceptable for society to shit on the man if he's a bad dad. Like, oh, well, my dad sucks. So what happens? Oh, yeah, dude, fuck that guy. A, B, C, D, whatever.
I don't know.
If you say the same thing about the woman, and I know this for a fact because I lived this experience myself. what is the one thing I always hear back? Well, she's your mother.
Right.
You could literally say that this woman committed war crimes in Ukraine, and people would say, well, she's your mother.
Yes.
You have another example would be,
Okay.
you're in public, your wife slaps you. Everyone looks and goes about their day.
Mm-hmm.
You're in public and you slap the shit out of your wife. Everyone does not go about their day. Now, mind you, everyone don't go about your day. Say something. That's fucked up. But
so the first one
examples. I'm not saying we have to tear these examples apart. I gave you examples so that you can then give me
of what
examples.
I see that women are not held accountable. I don't agree with the first one. I can kind of agree with the second one because I think we observed that firsthand with Emmanuel Macron and his wife getting off the plane. I think that is. I haven't heard any reaction from the women community about Macron getting slapped. Now the problem is that we don't have specific context of the situation of what happened prior to. All we have is a 2-second clip of him getting hit. But again, we lack context, so I can't provide a full, a really good opinion. But just the fact that there wasn't a huge backlash towards his wife because of that means I don't think it would have been as equal. I think there would have been a lot more backlash if Macron slapped his wife.
100%. And I'll play devil's advocate here. The commenter that left this message to us would probably agree that one thing that angers red pillars about the hypocrisy between how we treat the sexes treat each other.
Yeah.
They probably would say, I expect feminists to come up and say it should be, under no context should it be acceptable for you to just swing and hit somebody else.
I agree. Yes.
And what you more often hear from women is, if she hit him, he probably deserved it.
I think that is a fair assessment of why a lot of guys are complaining about the current situation between men and women. Feminism has a wide range, I think, a wide range of opinion. Some are more extreme than others. I think some feminists want to be equal while others want to get even. And I think that is the difference. Sorry, my son just woke up and started crying. Hold on, I want to make sure that.
Mute the microphone. That way.
Look at him being a father.
Just mute. I don't hear. What, baby crying? What baby? Mute.
Mute crying. I got the baby monitor on, and he fell back asleep. I am a single dad this week. Kenzie is off on a work trip, so I need to make sure that he is good. But he is down and he is asleep now. So, where was I?
The difference between them wanting equality or getting even.
Yeah. So I think a lot of feminists, there's a wide range, and this is the complexity of this. This is the challenging part of this. You have a bunch of guys that see the feminists that just want to get even. And I think that is equally as a problem as there's a wide range of feminism. And the problem is you have a bunch of these guys that are just frustrated with the situation right now, seeing all the feminists that want to get even. And rather than the feminists that just want to have equal opportunity and just get, they want to not get ahead. They want to not
the
get equal.
feminists that want equal opportunities aren't also advocating to pick up the equal slack and have equal responsibilities. Example, you have women who want to fight for their right to participate in combat arms as they got their right to do in the military. Good. Not a peep for also advocating for women all becoming part of the draft when they turn 18, or asking for a total repeal because it's not fair for men to be the only ones on it.
Agreed.
Which either position on that would be advocating for equality.
Sure.
And radio silence.
I do think that I do think that is a valid argument in that sense, and I do think that if you want equal opportunity and to get on the same playing ground as men, as some feminists do, then you should advocate for either everyone gets the draft, no one gets the draft. I have seen more often than not, there should be no draft at all in that sense, and no one should be forced to do anything they don't want to do. I am of that opinion, and not of everyone should be on the draft. But
true, but I feel like you're giving the politician answer, where like in reality, the feminists that don't want to be on the draft are just saying it because they don't want to be on the draft. And no, you never hear as part of the conversation truly advocating for the men's half of the equation.
I mean,
because if we're actually gonna be pushing for equality, then that means we have different problems, but we equally face gender specific problems.
and a reason for that is, I mean, going off of what his comment was saying, where he was saying that this commenter was saying they do a lot of shady shit. They didn't. Men wouldn't have anything to complain about. It's constantly shown to us online in real life as zero consequence. And one can argue that, okay, these women who are acting out, or like in a sense lashing out at the very system that was put into place by who? By men. Women didn't put this system into place. This is probably a way for them to try to gain back some of that power back, right?
Sure. Well, that's the premise of feminism. But let me say this. The same young women that are lashing out at a system that was put in place by men, the young men can also be lashing out because they're part of a system that they didn't put in place. Other men did before
Correct.
them. So are you responsible for the sins of your father? Should you pay for the consequences of what your ancestors do? Or are you only accountable for your individual actions?
You should be held accountable to your own individual actions. But I think the problem right now is like a lot of younger men today, they don't even understand why those systems in place. They like to spew out all the statistical data, like we're more likely to commit suicide, we're more likely to be called up for the draft compared to women, or like women are more likely to get custody of their children over a man. Like, for example, Florida is a classic example. That is like a mother first kind of state. Like, you don't even have to have a job. As long as you have running water and electricity, the child automatically goes to the mom, no questions asked.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but
I'm the child of a divorce where my father was far more capable financially and overall to have custody, and I ended up under my mother, and he had more financial backing and could afford a better lawyer in general, and I still ended up with my mom. So to your point of, yeah, guys bring out the statistics, but I feel like guys bring out these statistics to let you know that every time a woman says your problems aren't valid because you benefit from the patriarchy, and those statistics say, hold on, there are negative consequences for men too. We've already established that men also are victims of the way things are run right now.
correct. But one can argue
So-
that this is predominantly the consequences are more than heavy on women too, though.
and see,
So,
Well, historically they have been. Now, if the system that screwed women in the past women are lashing out today for that on men that had nothing to do with it. By and large, the overwhelming majority of men don't have secret meetings and say secretly
So-
plot how to subvert women.
So do you think though, in current state of the world, for the majority, we have a patriarchy in that sense? Do you think some men, if the women have their way, do you think they would put in place a matriarchy? And do you think men are afraid of a matriarchy coming into existence, whether it be because they want to not have power, or are you afraid of the exact, or do you think that they are afraid of the exact thing that would be in reverse?
Correct.
Knowing that they know what is happening in the patriarchy.
I mean, you could almost tie that to like for example, like a racial issue, and I don't want to sidetrack
Yes,
too much.
correct.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Right.
like when people
So-
like
so you think-
exactly, when people get scared, like for example, right now when people, like especially in the political world, I'm not trying to delve too much into the rabbit hole, but when people say they're scared of minorities start controlling and dictating how maybe a certain complexion of a photo negative complexion,
They make the
then
argument.
it's like, okay,
They make the argument that it's currently equal.
but now you're scared. Like,
They-
why are you scared to be a minority? Is it that minorities have been treated worse, and you're afraid that now you're going to be
What's the
recipient of that
saying?
now? It's the same argument.
What's the saying? When the person in power is treated equally, equality feels like oppression
Yeah.
because they're losing power. So my answer to you is, it depends.
Right.
Is this
I agree.
matriarch going to actually treat all of us as equals, or is she going to try to get even with me as a man who did not put this system in place? Because this is why these conflicts keeps happening.
Right. And
Somebody in the
I'm-
past did something, somebody sees the consequences of it, somebody tries to get even, and they try to get even with somebody that had nothing to do with it, and now you're pissing somebody else off.
Right.
It's the Afghanistan hellfire in a wedding situation.
I don't know what that means.
You're targeting one high value
But
target,
you're willing to sacrifice.
and they're at a big wedding. You say, and then the generals say, "Screw it, we need to take this guy out." So they shoot the missile, and they kill 15 babies, and now all the other people that witnessed it just became terrorists.
They're concerned about the one. I think
That's
they're concerned about the one radical
Okay.
female or feminist. If they were ever in that position of power, I mean, that's why some men are intimidated by what
Some men absolutely
AOC,
want the
yeah.
power, and they don't want to lose it.
correct. Like I
Right. They're afraid. They know they're afraid of, if the matriarchy came over, that the reverse would currently
so then
happen.
it would kind of be that
Are
wake up
women
call that
just-
you should
but
start.
now the
treating them
question
to the
is-
point. It's like the AI. Yeah,
don't
the AI
agree.
overlords take over. I want to make sure that ChatGPT remembers that I always said thank you after a prompt. Okay,
This-
like
But I think this is the problem. This is the problem, and this is why I think I'm on the middle ground, because I don't want a patriarchy. I don't want a matriarchy. There's a term that I've made up in my head. I want an atriarchy. I want neither or both to be doing what they want and what they're good at, because then there is like no, oh, this person's in power, I'm going to create this, and this. There's no power dynamic. Everyone
There's always
understand-
going to be a power dynamic, though.
I
We're humans.
know,
You're
I know,
giving the politician answer, Mitch.
I'm
Give
not
us
giving
the
the
real
politician
world.
answer. I'm
Give
not-
us the real
but
world.
I mean,
I'm not giving the politician answer. I'm giving what I want. I'm giving what I want, because I think the problem is you have the
Get-
guy versus girl, the battle of the sexes, and that's
Get
creating
off.
all this hostility towards one another. People don't want to give out of power for whatever reason. Guys are like, oh, I'm in power, I don't want to get rid of it, but yet they're at the same mercy of the patriarchy in the first place and cause that, or their own stress
Yes.
and their own dilemma. But yet they don't want to get rid of that power because they think the power is more important than whatever the heck they have to deal with.
But you
like-
gotta get off the Enterprise.
What?
You gotta hop off the Enterprise.
You're talking about Star Trek. Okay, got it.
Yeah. you gotta get off the Enterprise.
But that's the goal, though, is to get I get it. We're
Oh
not
man,
there yet as a society.
better analogy: chopping the head off the Hydra, and then more heads come out.
No, I get that we're not in a Star Trek society right now, but if the goal is to become more of that equal opportunity, patriarchal type mentality, then we need to at least like talk about it.
Yes,
Like,
but that's not going to happen in this lifetime.
why not?
So
We didn't think 100 years ago, we didn't think we were going to have women's rights. 100 years, 50 years ago, 70 years ago, we didn't think we were going to have civil rights. Like, there's a whole bunch of things. It's because the discussion needs to happen. That's why I think if we start it, we need to figure out how to make the perceived utopia that we want to happen and enable it and talk through it. You don't think so?
I think the more pragmatic answer is, personally, there's always going to be a power dynamic. And by virtue of who has it, we're automatically going to label it a patriarchy or a matriarchy.
Why
so
is there always a power dynamic?
There always is a power dynamic.
It has to be. There always has to be. Because
why?
I'll give an example. Like, because
there's never actual, like, it's true, pure egalitarian dynamics are typically the exception to the norm. My point is, instead of trying to get rid of them, how about just don't exercise the power to get even? I think the root of the problem is the necessity to get even. Not just to get even. I think what perpetuates the problem more than anything is getting even with somebody that didn't put you in that position.
So people are confusing just getting equal rights as someone else. Like, I don't know, some people, for example, like with like gay people or trans people, when they just want to be treated equally, they're not getting extra rights compared to the normal straight hetero guy or gal.
Exactly.
They're just being at the same level, but because they feel like, no, because you're even asking to be on the same platform as I am, you're actually taking that away from me. It's almost the same concept. I guess the best way to describe it is kind of like if you're like talking to a girl, but like how do you talk to like a really attractive girl? You talk to her friends, you completely ignore that other girl, and that girl's gonna be like, why is he not paying attention to me? I'm pretty. Why is he just ignoring me? And it's like,
that's like
kind of argument,
like a Neil Strauss the game kind of strategy.
Correct. And in that essence, that's where that power dynamic comes in, where that one guy who feels like, hey, all the attention should be at me. Why is all this attention going to all these other people who are not on the same level as I am? Now they want to be on the same platform as me. There's only one seat on this podium, and it can't be you.
Yeah, you have a group of girls at a bar.
Okay.
And based on however our society dictates who's more attractive, there's going to be one that's going to be more attractive than the other one. When you got two dudes at the gym, you're going to have a guy that's going to be stronger than the other one. There's always fluctuations. There's always going to be a power dynamic.
I mean, it's kind of like what TSA at the
okay, no, here's the thing. Here's hold on.
Go ahead.
So my thought process is this. I might be better at something than somebody else. I'm good at push-ups. I'm not good at squats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have someone on my team that's good at squats. I mean, he might not be as good for upper body. And I acknowledge that is who's stronger. Well, it depends on what you're measuring.
Who's smarter?
Who's smarter? It depends on what you're measuring. Some people might be more creative than others.
Who can juggle more? Who can hold their breath longer?
This is why I don't like. This is why I don't like having a power dynamic, because that implies that one person, one group of people, are always better at everything than some other individuals.
It doesn't have to be that.
I don't think, right. And we have to start convincing people and talking to people that no, you might not be the smartest, and that is okay. have
Yes.
someone on your team that is smarter at you than some things and be on their team. Like,
I think you're thinking kind of
You're
like
not-
the ant
You're not
colony
getting
mentality.
rid of power dynamics. You're literally accepting it.
no.
Yeah, you're accepting it.
In my head,
You're moving past it.
No, right. No,
It's still there.
we might be talking past each other on this one, but like when we talk about power dynamics, it sounds to me from what you guys were saying are that, hey, a power dynamic, people don't want to lose their power dynamic from the patriarchy, or guys don't want to lose the patriarchy power dynamic because they want to be in control. That to
Who's
me
to
does
say-
not sound like an equal opportunity dynamic in which we acknowledge the fact that girls are better than guys at some things, and guys are better at girls in some
I
things.
think, but I think the problem
That-
right now, but that's what we're kind of talking about is that there are guys out there, you know, who believe that they're refusing to accept the fact that girls are in fact better at some things than men. Like I'm just saying, like
Right. A lot of men refuse that.
Yeah.
A lot of men refuse the fact that girls are better than guys at some things.
Correct.
There are some girls, I think, like the hardcore extreme left feminists that are like not acknowledging the fact there are some things that guys are better at. And I think that is what some guys, these far extremist guys, are complaining about, that no, guys are better at.
Because if you address a group of people, you stand on a podium,
Yeah.
and you mention all the things that women are better than men at, what are you going to hear
By whom?
from the audience, from the average group of people? They're not going to have a problem with what you're saying.
Right.
You'll
Okay.
probably hear applause.
I think
If a
so,
guy
we'll-
stands at that same podium and starts talking about everything that men do better than women, what are you going to get called?
Misogynistic.
No, and I know, and that's equally as
Misogynist.
wrong.
That's the
equally-
point.
I know. That's
But that's
equally
the
as wrong.
reality. In the
So-
perfect way, when you hop on the Enterprise, it's equally wrong. When you get off La La Land and come back to Earth, where the
And
things happen,
This is where we're going to call out both sides, because both sides need to
And-
understand.
and the problem is that we have no issues calling out men when they fuck up. Let's just call out women when they fuck up.
I think what really
You don't
helps
have to
me
call
think
out both
I think
sides.
it's how. It's not that we are calling them out; it's how we call them
Right.
out.
You don't have a problem with. Have you ever had a problem with how men get called out?
I do, 100%.
Okay.
I personally do.
Okay.
Because how we call men out 100% causes them to retreat or snap, and it creates the vacuum that enables them to go down a rabbit hole that we don't want them to go down.
You're 100% right. Now let me
I
counter what you
100
just said.
What?
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to counter with your own words.
Okay.
Because earlier in episodes, when we've mentioned men needing help,
Yeah.
or being in trouble,
Uh-huh.
you've even said comments like, "Well, guys just need to fucking suck it up and unfuck themselves," and that type of rhetoric.
So you're right. I did say that. And
Right.
can I clear it up? Can I
Sure.
clear up why?
You can
So-
try.
I can try. So I am not putting all guys in a bucket. There is a fluid line that some guys respond needing tough words in order to snap out of some things. And some guys, I think, take advantage of the situations that is given to them, constantly complain, and they don't do the work to get themselves out of it. However,
Literally everything you just said can apply to women.
sure, I agree.
But how often is it actually
The-
put into practice?
Well, because there's no
you have
accountability.
some
There's no
guys.
accountability. Like as you said, Ed, is that if someone's like fucking up as a almost in a mob group mentality, like universally all the guys can be like, you're wrong, like that's fucked up, you shouldn't have done that. But if a girl fucks up,
Yeah.
they usually impact, if anything, they actually encourage that behavior. They go, yes, queen, like keep taking the power or whatever, but not really.
Okay.
But I think that I'm just playing devil's advocate at that point.
No, you're not in.
But
so
you're telling the truth.
No. I think you're telling the perception that guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
because it's lived.
because they see it all the time.
Yes.
Dude,
So I know why. I know why.
Go ahead.
I know why. So I think girls are trying to support girls in a situation because they see guys do it for other guys. And I think that is what we're seeing, where guys are not holding other guys accountable for doing something wrong, whether it be rape, whether it be sexual assault or harassment or anything along those lines. Guys don't hold other guys accountable from the women's perspective. And now the women are not holding other women accountable for their toxic actions. And so therefore guys are now reacting to that. I think that is what is happening.
Yep, you can say that.
I disagree with that.
Okay, why?
As somebody who's had a job in a heavily female-dominated field, when dudes fuck up, and we're all in the army, we've all spent time in the military, so we've all seen it. When guys fuck up, what do we typically do when we see a guy fuck up? We pile on top of him, come to nicknames.
I think it depends.
It's like ingrained in us to do shit like that. What happens when a woman does the same thing? Oh, sweetie, no, you're good. Let's lift you up. You did nothing wrong. Let's try it again.
This too shall pass.
It's like
this is hard.
It's hold on. I have because I'm. It's
okay.
Again, I call it the soft bigotry of low expectations, because when we're soft like that on women, thinking we're being graceful to them, what we're really doing is treating them like they're lesser beings, like they can't handle being told, hey, you fucked up, unfuck yourself. So we're subconsciously sending the message that they're emotionally inferior. They can't handle being told the truth then. Because I've seen plenty of women do something they shouldn't have done. And their girl, like, the chances that other women around them justify it, 9 times out of 10.
So this is the challenging part, because I do believe that you have seen that. I have seen the exact opposite. And this is the hard part. I've seen both. And I really do think that depending on who the person is that did the bad action plays a huge role into the response that people give to that individual. His history, her or his history, his or her history, his or her personality, his or her importance, his or her beauty, prettiness factor, the pretty privilege. There's a lot of factors that I think go into the response that they receive based on their actions.
You just proved the existence of power dynamics.
On both sides, though. It happens on both sides. And that's what I'm trying to say. And David's gone. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think a lot of people... Okay, here's I think another statistic. Because, what was it? There was a study that I saw where girls are perceived to be more attractive than guys. And if the pretty privilege thing is existent,
which it
and I
is.
think, which it is, yes, I don't disagree that pretty privilege exists. But if statistically more girls are seen as more attractive than guys,
Mm-hmm.
then that would mean that because of pretty privilege, more girls would be able to get away with certain things, which is
And
why
they
I
do.
think certain guys are salty because of that. On the flip side, you have certain things that guys do.
Less attractive women are also salty about this.
Sure, I don't disagree with that. I agree. And there again, pretty privilege I think is a problem because you have the pretty privileged individuals that are on social media being popular, getting a whole bunch of money, continuing to get this and getting away with a lot of stuff. Now, I do think some people do not get away with certain things, and people are called out, people are like shunned, and people are thrown through the mud because of the actions that they do with social media the way it is nowadays. I don't think that doesn't exist too. However, that's I think the extremes. I think if it's small, subtle things like the pretty privilege thing does exist, but I think that is why some guys have this animosity towards the current power dynamic because they see this pretty privilege happening and girls getting away with certain things.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's shift to a different point.
Okay.
Let's talk about relationships.
Okay.
Not just this one, the current ones we're on.
Yeah.
In general. Okay, so
Well, what's the question?
any of your female partners, David Stoggins on the camera feed, that's hilarious. Any of your female partners from the past,
Okay.
you get into an argument.
Yeah.
How often do they admit they're wrong and or apologize?
So this is hard because I don't think I was very healthy
Doesn't matter.
when it
Even
comes
if
to
it's really
doing that.
simple. You
I don't. I
think about the times they fucked up. Think about the times that whatever was the problem was their fault. How many times did they actually admitted fault and apologized?
That's the thing. I don't remember. I don't remember at all the times that they were at fault and I asked and I needed an apology. I don't remember. I legit don't remember a specific time where a girl that I was talking to did something
In
wrong.
general, you never felt like.
Let me try to think.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
I get it. You think that women don't apologize because they don't have to apologize. Right? That's where you're getting with it?
Is it real?
I don't know.
I think you might be too biased.
I'm not too biased. I just honestly don't.
You've never lived it?
I don't think I've had any. The girls that I've dated, I don't think were really toxic and needed to apologize for anything. They never really hurt my feelings. They never said anything bad to hurt my feelings.
Mitch, you're a beautiful unicorn. You are the exception to the fucking rule. We're trying to open your eyes, bro.
I'm not denying that sometimes
I feel like you are a little bit.
No, I'm not denying. I'm not denying. There are certain things that now I 100% feel like deserve an apology. And then as I talk through things, and I understand her perspective on the situation, I now realize like, oh, this is a response to my action. and therefore I started the problem, or I wasn't aware of the problem that I originally caused, which caused her to react the way she did. And because I was not aware of it,
In
I was not
what? Hold on, but everything you're looking at through the lenses of everything is always your fault.
no.
You're literally talking about how you're the root of the problem always.
There are certain things.
That's how you're expressing yourself.
Sure. No, because and this is my realization. Because all right.
Have there times where you feel like
Yes, and she
she
apologized.
didn't get
No,
your
there have been times 100% where she does something, I express my things, and she apologizes. Yes.
And what about times where she does something and you express how you felt about it and she
No,
didn't?
she apologizes. She does. But I
I'm
have
not, I'm not necessarily
very-
talking about your present relationship. I'm just talking about
That's the only one that I can really remember, because I know we get in arguments sometimes. I'm not denying that.
yeah, normal
then-
couples do, yeah.
And so when I get mad at her response, she responds with, "Well, you originally did this, which is why I did this." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't see that I did that. Didn't acknowledge that I did that. Didn't realize what my actions caused her feelings to be hurt in the first place." And her response to hurt my feelings back, she was trying to hold it in, and therefore responded in a way that I was kind of offended by, to which then again, this goes back to a communication thing. It's like, I didn't realize what I did was wrong, because in my head, I'm doing my thing. I didn't realize my response, my words, my actions caused myself to hurt her feelings.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
every time you peel back this onion,
Uh-huh.
you always bring it back to you being the root of the problem.
I'm not the root of the problem, but I'm also less offended by certain things and actions, which is why you guys make fun of me all the time, and I'm not really offended. Kenzie, she wears her heart on a sleeve. She 100% takes words literally sometimes, even though I mean one thing, she might take it as another. And I think that's what a lot of girls do, though. Like they take words differently. They hear words differently. They
All
hear
right.
the way we say something differently, even though we say it in a way that we are not trying to offend. And this is the hard part.
So who's at fault? The messenger or the interpreter?
But no one's at fault. But everyone needs to acknowledge.
Right, but
That
by your own words, the conflict isn't resolved until you apologize.
yes.
And the conflict isn't resolved until
yes, but whose feelings are hurt?
bring everything back.
Whose feelings are hurt?
Whose intent was it to hurt the feelings?
It doesn't matter.
Intent matters.
Sure. Yes. And this is okay.
Intent matters.
100%. I don't disagree with you. And this is man brain happening. Ladies, this is man brain happening right now. We think intent matters.
It's not a matter of thinking about it.
No.
There's value to it.
Hold on. I understand, because I have 100%. My wife and I have definitely gone back and forth about this, and she's explained this to me. And so I've learned.
So she's woman-splained it to you. Okay.
Yes, because I didn't understand. This is 100% correct. She woman-splained this to me because I didn't understand.
Mitch, you're triggering the fuck out of me right now.
Bro, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. Listen, okay, here's the thing. You accidentally hit someone or trip someone, step on someone's toe, hit someone's shoe. Do you say sorry?
I say sorry for tripping and inconveniencing them. Now, if they turn around and say, "You hurt me," no, I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. I am not sorry for hurting you because my intent was never to hurt you. There's a difference.
But you aren't
If
sorry
I
for hurting him, her.
no,
You're not sorry for
because
hurting
I
them?
was. It's not the same.
It is.
It's not the same.
You are okay. Let me.
Because if you're upset
If you hurt
that
someone,
I hurt you, you
I'm
think
sorry.
it's deliberate.
No, I'm saying I'm sorry. I did not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Like that's like
I'm sorry you took it that way.
Huh?
I'm sorry you took it that way.
See, this is your toxic piece coming out now.
Is it?
Yeah, because so
No, because
do you intentionally mean to hurt someone?
No.
Then why don't you apologize for hurting someone?
I just said, like, I'm not apologizing for the act of hurting. I'm apologizing for the inconvenience of the bump, the shove, the hit.
But you're not sorry that you hurt someone.
Let's elaborate on the scenario a little bit.
Okay, Dave.
Okay.
Dave.
What's up? Sorry.
Let's go. Okay. If you accidentally trip someone, if you're walking, you accidentally step on someone's shoe, you accidentally trip them, they get hurt by it. What are you one apologetic for doing it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes or no? If you trip, are you apologetic? What are you apologetic for? Hurting them or tripping them?
I would say,
or both.
Well,
you hurt someone tripping them accidentally. Are you sorry that you hurt them?
Yes, I would say it'd be the end state. I'd be apologizing for the end state because the first portion of what happened, whether I inadvertently tripped them, that part was not intentional. But because of my inadvertent accident,
sure.
Well, because I don't even like the word accident either, because that just kind of shows no one's at fault. Even though it's not intentional, it's still my fault. I made it happen.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because intent matters.
No, I know.
Because you did not intend to hurt that person.
Correct.
Yeah,
you didn't.
I would,
but you still apologize for hurting them in the first place.
I would still.
Mitch, you tripped me.
Yes.
Mitch, you tripped me.
Yeah. I trip you.
You step on my foot.
Yep.
You broke my toe.
Yeah, and I would feel terrible for her breaking your toe.
It was unintended.
Sure.
Right.
I still did it.
If you apologized because of the unfortunate thing that you didn't mean to do.
Uh-huh.
And then I would be like, I mean, this sucks, but apology accepted. I understand.
Right.
I understand that you didn't deliberately try to step on my foot.
Yes.
So although I am sad about the inconvenience of my broken toe, I am not mad at you because you did not do it with malicious intent.
Correct.
Now, hold on.
But I apologize.
You apologized, sure. Now you apologize for stepping on my toe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you stepped on my foot. Like, I feel like you stepped on my foot on purpose because you hurt me. See the
how
problem?
That person perceived the intent.
The difference
how
is
you stepped on that person's foot.
Right. There's a big difference.
Yes.
There's a massive difference between you coming over to me and kicking me in the fucking foot and breaking my toe.
Correct.
And accidentally tripping on me.
Yes, that's not the argument that I was trying to make.
That is the root of the argument. Intent
there is a
matters.
problem. No, you're right. You're right that there is a No, there's a delineation. The delineation is women, I think, need to understand the intent of a man, of their actions, not intentionally tripping you in malicious intent or hurting your feelings in malicious intent. On the flip side, guys need to understand that even though you did not intentionally trip them or hurt their feelings, that was not your intent. you still did hurt their feelings or hurt them and or tripped them. You should still apologize for that. And this is the problem.
You're right.
Yes. This is the problem that both sides don't understand.
No.
No. Girls think that girls don't necessarily see the intent argument.
They just see the action.
And guys are like, I didn't intend to do it. Yes. Right. But they're both wrong, and they both need to understand the other perspective.
Yes, Mitch. But the reason why we're here is because all we hear is that we need to communicate better and be better with our words. And we're constantly reminded about how we need to be careful about it. You know what you don't fucking hear, Mitch?
What?
Women being told about the intent of our words. You literally just said it's a two-way fucking street.
There is.
And we're not talking to the other fucking side of the fucking street.
You seem to be having a lot of feelings right now, dude.
Yes, because
this is what I'm doing, though. I'm showing both.
See how biased you are against.
I'm not, because I'm calling out both sides. I'm calling out both sides.
When guys are wrong, you call guys out. When women are wrong, you call out both sides.
I literally just said women are wrong with not understanding the intent of guys. But
here's the problem. This is the slippery slope that Mitch is going through, is the fact that that's where that whole terminology of mansplaining kind of came from. Is like correct, but
which is bullshit.
It's more of the fact that everyone is just entrenched in their positions. Any kind of sign of giving ground. It's like how I kind of say with me and Alex, in terms of it's like the same thing that's going through an argument. It should always be remembered, not that it's a me versus you or me versus her. It should be us versus the problem, and then kind of see each other. I think that there's a lack of empathy for both of you all, because they feel like both is being.
There is we always hear about how women are more empathetic than men, and yet all we see is a complete lack of empathy from women to men, because they constantly think that we benefit from the patriarchy, so they don't need to give us any fucking empathy.
But where did I don't think? But where's hold on before?
Of course you disagree.
Then where did the whole tripping thing came from? Like what was the premise?
Because we were talking about how you can have an argument and your partner can take what you say the wrong way and become offended by it.
Yes.
Mitch's point is that men, because he fucking hates guys.
Dude, I literally called out girls too. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you can't call out girls without also calling out guys. It's like
that's the middle ground, you dumbass.
Okay, hold on.
The point is,
I'm in the middle. I'm calling out both sides.
Where Goitia is coming from.
Because both sides need to understand.
Ed is going on the basis of the fact that it's okay as a guy to call out a girl without always having to sneak in that guys are somehow playing a role into it at fault as well. There could be plenty of situations where girls 100% would be at fault.
Wait, what?
The thing is, that's the whole point where we talked to other episodes about why men are closed emotionally to begin with, is because women will turn it around.
You can't call women out. You can't call women out without also doing a male apology sandwich.
I'm not apologizing.
Okay. So if women are wrong, women are allowed to be wrong. That's the problem.
This is okay. You want to call out. You want to call out.
Yeah, women are allowed to be wrong.
I understand that.
This is what.
But this is the challenge that we have. There are things that we want there are concerns from the guy's perspective that women are doing something's wrong. I don't disagree, and I think that's something we need to talk about. However, it is disingenuous to say guys are not also at fault for certain things in the
Nobody's ever said that.
That's what it sounds like you guys are saying.
No, it's the default position has always been that guys get blamed for shit. And all we're doing is saying, bitch, you ain't fallible either.
I know, and all I'm trying to say is that
You don't have to don't have to remind men that they're imperfect.
No, but but they don't know necessarily why. So there are there are some guys. You guys understand. You guys
Fair.
understand. You
Fair.
guys understand where you guys need to fix yourselves, I think. There are some guys out there that think it's only girls' fault and they don't see the perspective of where guys are also wrong in certain things. That's what I'm trying to do, though. Does that not make sense?
Yeah. Explain to me how that helps pull in men from the red pill.
So I don't think blaming women only will also.
Nobody's blaming women only.
It's just on
Nobody's blaming women only.
It's just on the situation.
We're saying
what I'm
women
trying to,
aren't
okay.
perfect.
All right.
And you don't
So
have to remind me
trying to
that
help.
men are imperfect too.
Sure. So what I'm trying to say is like, so some guys want to better themselves and understand the girl's perspective a little bit more, and they don't know how. They don't know how to converse and reevaluate and grow and understand the woman's perspective. I'm not saying I'm perfect with understanding that perspective either. I'm not. But if we don't talk about the issues that guys are currently not fixing themselves with,
Correct.
then we can't grow as men.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
because
what
like,
I'm trying to say.
But the problem is
to
like
help men grow.
Guys nowadays, especially the younger group, it's all about instant gratification. Like it's just kind of permeate the social media. It's just it needs to be results now. There has to be just a single answer. It's almost like bled through every part of society. It's how comes was something A is happening to me? Oh, it's because of B, and that's it. Not trying to understand the underlying intricacies. Correct. No. Yeah, like what I'm saying is like when people talk about the loneliness epidemic, it's usually a lot of younger guys that say that. It's like I kind of rip out that band-aid going, it's not, there's no loneliness epidemic. You just hate women. And then you don't like the fact that there's a lot of women that do not like that kind of attitude from men, right? And that's why they're not going to you. It's self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted hate, but you're trying to project it on the other side, saying, I'm the victim here.
And I think Ed is trying to showcase, like he's not incorrect in showing that there are things that girls, women, also need to see from the guy's perspective. And I understand what he's doing. He is not toxic at all because you're bringing up good points. I don't.
And the fact that you have to say that highlights the root of the problem. That you cannot hold women accountable or talk about their imperfections without coming off like a sexist asshole. When you're looking at it strictly to the point of getting to a point of equal treatment in the middle. You had to say that. You have to defend me. Because at no point when a woman has these type of criticisms against men, does anyone ever say that she hates men?
And I don't think, and here's the controversial part, I don't think we are equal. There are things that both guys and girls are better at than each other, and we need to acknowledge that. And
we don't need to acknowledge it to rub it in our face. We just need to come to terms to it.
If we are trying to say I think there are certain social equalities that should be given to everyone. But physical and creative and mental things, they're probably in a bell curve. Guys and girls will be better at than each other. I still think that there are exceptions to the rule where some girls are 100% stronger than a lot of guys, and some guys are a lot more maternal instinct than girls. I'm not denying that, but from a bell curve perspective, the majority, I would say that we need to acknowledge that there are differences in the guys and girls and be okay with that and and be okay with the differences and be able to acknowledge that we can work as a team to be better together. My Star Trek utopian ideologies.
Yeah. So by acknowledging that we're better at some things than others,
Hmm.
we accept power dynamics.
I guess if you define that as a power dynamic, sure.
Well, we can balance them out
I want to say
because,
flexible
again,
dynamic. It's a flexible.
you're not running for office. Shut the fuck up.
It's not
It's
power.
not
Power implies control. That's why I
sure,
don't like it. That's why I don't
but it
like it.
exists. So instead of trying to pretend it doesn't exist, we can use it to our advantage. You can balance power dynamics. Hey, you're better at this than me. I'm better at this than you.
Yeah.
Let's put it to use.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that the power dynamic's not there. It means we're using it
But we
for
shouldn't
good.
also limit the desire of people that want to attempt to break the norm. For example, we shouldn't, just because the majority of women might be better at some things than guys, that doesn't mean we we prohibit some guys with attempting to better themselves in some ways that are more traditionally uh, female oriented, if
Yeah,
that makes sense. Same with the opposite. We shouldn't prohibit women that want to try to do anything that a guy traditionally does. We shouldn't
correct.
shun that. And that's, I think, what a lot of people do with that power dynamic. They think power dynamic is control dynamic in the sense of guys only do this, girls only do this. They shouldn't be able to blend and mold. We are making the
True.
argument that we should be allowed to do whatever we want to do with acknowledging the fact that there are some physical differences that we have and use them to our advantage and work together. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Mitch 2028.
I'm not trying to be political.
Yeah.
I just
I
think
mean, you're
that
not wrong. In a utopian,
I just
I
yeah.
mean, in a perfect world, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like the fact. I think that is what people we're fighting with each other when we shouldn't be fighting. We should be acknowledging the fact that some other people are better at us than other things and use that and not shun it away. Just like some people's cultures might be some like you like someone's food, you like someone's this, like appreciate someone's culture.
You hear
Appreciate
them out.
hear them out, so see what their
Yeah.
perspective is, and you might like that specific dynamic. Like, don't be like, oh, it's not what I'm used to, therefore it's bad. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be doing that.
And what I'm getting at is society has always put it on us to listen and understand women, which is not wrong. It's good.
Hmm.
But that's not what women are taught to do with men. Women are taught that we're these simple Cro-Magnons that just need food and sex, and that's it. We're not treated like as a whole. As a whole, don't take off your rose-colored glasses. As a whole,
Hmm.
as equally complex human beings. I think right now, regardless of what men are or not doing, good or bad,
Yeah.
the best bridge that can be built for intersexual dynamics and relations is for women to hear us out. Because I think that's what drove all these angry, repressed dudes to these super misogynistic circles
Sure.
to these red pill manosphere Andrew Tate types.
Mhm.
That's why they're there. Because
Yes.
they feel heard. Because they feel listened. Are you familiar with Jordan Peterson?
No.
He's a very far right-wing dude now. But when he first came out, he initially had a very good message appealing to men, listening to men. Like, hey, harness that aggressiveness, that anger, that energy, and
Mhm.
it has great potential for bad things, but it also is energy that you can put towards good things. Initially, because again, this dude turned very problematic, and now he's a fucking wacko. It was a very compelling argument and train of thought. And he became so popular precisely because young men felt heard.
Sure. I don't disagree.
And I feel like that is the problem.
Yes, guys.
I don't think it's a zero-sum game. I don't think we need to stop listening to women in order to listen to men.
Sure.
I think we can listen to both.
I agree. I don't
I think
disagree.
society needs to stop focusing so much on men listening to women. We hear you. We don't disagree. Listen to the guys.
Yes, because some guys are struggling. I don't disagree. But okay. Yeah. You're right. 100%. It is not a zero-sum game. We should be able to listen to each other and understand each other's side and perspective in a non-confrontational way.
100%.
Yes.
The same way your partner you listen to your partner tell you that what you said was hurtful
Mhm.
and might have offended your partner.
Mhm.
Your partner should listen to you and understand that that was never your intent. And you'll work to be better and not say those things.
Yes.
And then the other part of the equation should equally work to understand that, okay, he's making an effort, but if he says these things,
Mhm.
I know that
Yes.
he is not trying to hurt me.
Yes.
And then
100%.
the problem solves itself.
No, I agree.
And we all board the Enterprise.
There you go. I don't disagree with you at all. That is perfect, because my wife and I have had to work through the understanding of intent, as well as me understanding how I hurt her feelings, and walk through that and communicate and be better and grow. And it's a challenge, and it is hard, and it takes emotion, and it takes patience, but it is worth it in the end. But it is hard, and
I'm in a long-term relationship too. I couldn't agree more.
it is not easy. And that, I think, is what a lot of a lot of people don't want to do the work now. And that's what we have to do, guys. Girls.
And
We
that's
have to do the
another
work.
yes, ladies. Y'all got to do some fucking work.
And guys, too. We both do.
This motherfucker. And on that note,
On that note, we'll continue this discussion with the relationship piece and what we should be doing on the next episode of Man, We're in Trouble. Oh, Ed, I'm just messing with you.
like and fucking subscribe.
Hey, no, if you guys made it this far, appreciate the listeners. And dude, it's been a tremendous last 2 months, like working with you guys, talking with you guys, not only and the listeners from social media and whatnot, and the guys, the comments, majority have been positive, not just the negative ones. But again, it helps us be better. It helps us understand different perspectives. So continue to give your side so that we can talk about it and we can expand on this discussion with each other and hopefully grow and be better as a society. So, guys, do you have anything last closing comments?
Keep leaving toxic comments on our YouTube videos.
Yeah, please. I want to hear the comment.
Yeah.
Toxicity. Let's grow.
I would say if a woman is always right and a man is always wrong, the man says that a woman is always right, does that mean that he is right or that he is wrong?
Oh, that's an interesting riddle.
And
Oh,
for
no.
me, if you even remotely think the words happy wife, happy life, kindly unfuck yourself.
It's happy spouse, happy house.
Amen, brother. If your guy is miserable too,
Yeah.
your relationship has a fucking expiration date.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, listen to your guys. Dudes, yeah,
Listen
you
to
know,
your girls.
you've been told. I don't have to tell you again. I got you, bro.
Listen to your girls.
I got you. I'm not gonna tell you again. You've been told too many times. But y'all bitches need to listen to your men.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Ed.
There you go.
See y'all next time.
All right. Peace.